Welcome back to the video blog. My name is Adam Daniel Mezei. You know, it takes a really long time to build an audience. A supremely long time, in fact. You know, online audiences, they're so capricious. One day you've got them, the next second you don't have them. It takes a really long time to build up your brand and to get your word out. And it's not a success every single day. It's not a success because people don't necessarily have time to cover every single morsel of content that you put out. Whether it's a blog or whether it's a video or whether it's a podcast, you've just basically got to roll with the punches and very slowly build your audience. But how do you do that? The questions that I sometimes get or that you sometimes read about online from other bloggers is how do you build an audience? If you're starting from a position of zero, how do you get into a position where you have your own dedicated audience that will shift with you through every single project that you do and through every single initiative? Well, naturally, the very first and very obvious step is relevance. It's relevance. You have to provide stuff that is relevant to people's lives. It might not be relevant to everybody's life. You might have a really nice niche micro community, but you have to provide stuff that people can read and then walk away from, either quote or cite from memory, paraphrase, reblog, recast, or whatever the case may be, but they've got to be able to use that stuff. 100%. If you just write about stuff that's interesting to you, that's also a kind of blogging, and I know a lot of people that do that, but my friend or friends, that's not your audience, and that is not building an audience, and that's really not a blog in the real sense of what blogs represent today. Second thing is you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. You gotta post every day or whenever you set a schedule to post. For example, if you're Everett Bogue at the Minimalist blog, he puts out a blog post 3 times a week and he tells you in advance on which days they're going to come out. And he sticks to the schedule no matter what. If you're a daily poster, you gotta post every day. Or the people that come back on a day in which you don't post will be surprised by that and you probably lose them as an audience member. I try to post videos anywhere between 5 and 6 times a week, so you're going to get a video from me all the time. Whether or not you have the time to watch it, you can always catch up in the archive. Some of the posts are going to win, some of the posts are not. It'll speak through some people, it'll speak over some people, but at least most of the time it makes some kind of a connection. So what do we have so far? Relevance, consistency, and also professionalism. You can't write garbage. It's got to be relevant content that's written well, consistently, in a language people understand, not going, again, over their heads, and not too highbrow, unless that's your audience, not too lowbrow, unless that's your audience. You've got to pretty much kind of hit the middle, and I don't really know where the middle is. You've got to kind of reach your way ever so gingerly and find out where that is. Relevance, consistency, professionalism. Those are 3 really good ways to build an audience. And always respond. You don't have to respond to every comment. You don't have to respond to every email. Some emails only require a 1-line response. Some tweets don't need to be responded to, but you gotta be in the space and you gotta play often and you gotta always ship and deliver. That's how you build an audience. I hope that I have a good one. I try to give them stuff that means something to them, whether it's at northkoreablues.com or at my own site, adamdanielmezei.com, or on my Posterous link. Wherever you follow me, hopefully you get stuff that you can walk away from and put into play right away. So that's the video blog for today. Think about how frequently you put stuff out, and if you put it out infrequently, it's time to start putting it out more often. And I'll see you tomorrow once again.